Your hands on my hips, pull me right back to you. I catch that thrust, give it right back to you. You're in so deep, I'm breathing for you. You grab my brain, touch my back half for you. Your diesel engine, I'm squirting that oil all down on the floor till my speakers start to boil. I flip shit, quick slip, hip dip, and I'm twisted in your hands and your lips and your tongue tricks, and you're so thick. And you're so thick, and you're so Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice. Your hands on my hips, pull me right back to you. Catch that thrust, give it right back, give it right back. I'm breathing for you, I'm breathing. Diesel engine, I'm squirting my oil on. My speakers start to boil. I flip shish, quick slip, hip dip, and I'm twisted in your hands and your lips and your tongue trick. And you're so thick, and you're so thick, and you're so Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice. Got you on ice, baby.
You are listening to Crown Royal Conversations with Andy May. This is for the grown folks only. What you sipping on?
Yo, you sleep? Nah, I just, I think I want some more. Yeah, I know we just got through, but it's just so good. I just can't help it though. It's like, there's something about your body. And no, I ain't all I think about it. Well, to be honest, I'm starting to believe something's wrong with me. 'Cause every day, every night, every hour, every minute, I'm thinking about it. I could be at my job, in my car, up in church, and when I try to pray it off, it won't work. It seems that I can't get enough of sex all the time, sex on my mind, sex everywhere I go. Sex. I'm trying to let you know, sex is stronger than any drug, even love. E-X. Sex can make it crazy, sex can make a baby, sex all night long. Sex. It's the perfect song, sex stronger than any drug, even love. E-X. Oh, it's getting to the point where I watch it on TV when I buy DVD. $39.99 for the Willis. $39.99 for the new releases. I ain't proud of this, 'cause it's getting in the way of love for me. And I can't help it, can't shake it. You know what? Sometimes I hear it calling me. Sex all the time, sex on my mind, sex everywhere I go. Sex. I'm trying to let you know, sex is stronger than any drug, even love. Sex. Even love, oh, can make it crazy, can make a baby, sex all night long. Sex. It's the perfect song. Sex. Stronger than any drug, even love, even love. Oh. Some call it bad, some call it good, some do it bougie, some do it hood. I do it hood. Can I say that? Even love. Even love. Even love. Even love. Even love. Almost a shame.
This is Annie Mae. I have been missing in action for some months now. So sorry, Lord, listeners. So this show's gonna be different. We had a series going on about cheating. I took a break from that. I'm gonna come back to that next show. I just been very busy with life. Things happen. So this show is going to be a little different. We're going to play some songs that I picked out, and we're going to discuss the songs, what they mean, people's opinions on it, based on some people wanted me to play certain songs. So I have some fan favorites on here as well. But most songs are the songs that you want to play when you're sad, during a breakup, for no reason, in a mood. We know that music can really enhance our feelings. It can make them worse, can make them better. It can cause you to cry, laugh, be happy. So this is going to be one of those shows. So for the first song, Jim Fox song, it was about sex. And this is for grown folks only, as it says in my intro. And some of the lyrics are... there's different lyrics. So it says, it can have you be out all night, come home early. It's a similar song, an old school song, almost like it. Sometimes songs are a reflection of what people already go through. So apparently this song, somebody else must feel this way, or he wouldn't make the song. So somebody can relate to these things. So what we're going to do is me and Dre are going to have an opinion about the song. We're going to discuss the songs that were selected. And, of course, if anybody has a comment, you can always email us, and we'll go through it at the end of the show how to do that. But, Dre, have you heard the song before?
Jamie Foxx, yeah, I heard it before.
Yes. So what do you think? Is it true? Is it accurate?
In terms of the music, the content itself, yeah, it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's normally what you would, it's what a guy thinks, you know what I mean? I don't know, women might think that way too, but I think when a person, whoever writes the music, usually have that intent of somebody trying to understand the song, and I think a lot of it, when men write songs, men understand the songs better. You get a lot of men like Jaheim or Sam Smith, one of them that the women relate to more than the men do sometimes, but I mean, this right here is pretty much on point.
So it's a man's song, and it says, I know from my remembrance of the lyrics, that it's stronger than drugs, like any drug. Is that an accurate statement? Even love. It says even love. It says it's stronger than love. So that means it's a lust.
Yes.
So is lust stronger than love?
Good one. No.
Okay.
No.
But it's powerful. It's very powerful.
No.
It can make you do some things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, love will make you do some crazy things.
So will sex, correct?
True.
Okay, so the song is pretty much geared to not loving someone, but just the physical act of sex and how it can be really strong like a drug, and it can just top everything. So I guess in some people's mind it is. That lets you know how big sex is in society, how much people emphasize that in a relationship, that it can really cause some problems or it can make some things way better. So
Indeed. I ain't gonna lie.
We're going to keep playing some more songs. I think we're going to lead in some Jaheim songs. They're kind of explicit, so grown folks only. So
yes,
let's
indeed.
play those songs, and we'll come back and discuss those. So what you sipping on? I'm sipping on some. Actually, tonight I'm on some Crown XO. So I'm all about that Crown Royal tonight.
Indeed, she is. All right, so what you sipping on? We're gonna get back into it. We'll be right back.
Drum matrix.
You looking real good, baby. Yes, you is. I just want you to know I had a wonderful time this evening. Yes, I did. But unfortunately, I guess this is the part of the story where we tell each other good night. Nah. How about this? How about I break all the rules and tell you what I really been thinking?
Girl, you got a big old ass and bold legs and fine hair and all the shit that I want. Sexy motherfucker, acting like you want it right now. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight. My dick is getting up. Oh my God, there's gonna be some fucking tonight. Take your panties off and pull them things off to the side. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight.
See, good pussy'll bring the freak out you. But if you eat it and don't get cheated, the first offer beat the brakes off her. No sense to half stepping. Get serious, get the titties sucking like click rubbing and ass grabbing. I eat that pussy ass backwards. Her fruit strokes with his long warm tongue should make that pussy come. So much for round one. I spend the whole round two and back of you. Sticking moves, sticking moves.
You got a big old ass and bold legs and fine hair and all the shit that I want. Sexy motherfucker, acting like you want it right now. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight. My dick is getting up. Oh my God, there's gonna be some fucking tonight. Take your panties off and pull them things off to the side. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight.
I need a real man, I'm sick of playing with little boys. I'm trying to explore more like hot oils and sex toys. I can't keep faking, man, I'm so backed up and I can't eat, I can't sleep, my knees weak and they keep shaking. I need a real nigga to come save me, one who pamper me and bathe me and make me wanna swallow his baby. Talk that thug shit while he fuck me crazy. From the back or in the butt, I'm like, fuck me baby, fuck me baby.
Go last and bold legs and fine hair and all the shit that I want. Sexy motherfucker, acting like you want it right now. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight. My dick is getting up. Oh my God, there's gonna be some fucking tonight. Take your panties off and pull them things off to the side. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight.
All that matters is I can get you wetter and suck you, fuck you better than any other nigga can. I specialize in multi-orgasms, get rid of back spasms and do it all without Viagra. I'll fuck you all night, make you sleep all day, treat you to breakfast then eat you for breakfast. I know, baby, I'm so unselfish, but you love it, and besides, I'm a freak, so I can't help it. All I need is an old slow song, one cold shot of Patron to see you walk around me in a thong. And it'll be on before the chorus come back on. You'll be leading and I'll be ad-libbing, and we'll be singing our damn song. Just like the first time we made each other calm, when we sucked and fucked each other and taste each other calm. No soul alive can erase what we've done, and all our hardest sticky memories is stuck with me permanently.
Girl, you got a big old ass and bold legs and fine hair and all the shit that I want. Sexy motherfucker, acting like you want it right now. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight. My dick is getting up. Oh my God, there's gonna be some fucking tonight. Take your panties off and pull them things off to the side. Let a nigga know is we gon' fuck tonight. While I'm hitting it, woo. I know that girl it's gonna be hard for me to run with him. Cause we be hooping and shit, that's my dog, my best friend. Said I would never let a chick come between me and my homie. Had a little too much to drink in the night you put it on me. And now I don't know if I regret the fact that we be up in them hotel suites. Baby, this is crazy, baby. You don't tell nobody, I won't tell no more. Baby, we can keep it on a hush. Yeah, he is just too close to me. This is not supposed to be, but I can't keep you away from me. Sometimes I feel guilty, girl, sometimes I don't. I try my best to say no, but girl, you turn me on. And now I'm coming over to your home when I know that I'm not strong. Blowing up your phone, girl, checking to see if he's home. It's too tempting, I'm slipping, touching it, feeling. Me and him be kicking it, while all the while I'm hitting it. Woo. I know that girl, it's gonna be hard for me to run with him. Cause we be hooping and shit, that's my dog, my best friend. Said I would never let a chick come between me and my homie. Had a little too much to drink in the night you put it on me. And now I don't know if I regret the fact that we be up in them hotel suites. Baby, this is crazy. Crazy. You don't tell nobody, and I won't tell nobody. Baby, we can keep it on the hush. He is just too close to me. This is not supposed to be, but I can't keep you away from me. Sometimes I wish that this had never ever happened. I'm so glad that it's happening. I just don't know what to do. Girl, I'm so caught up with you. Should've never ever started. Gotta get him up out your closet, baby. You don't tell nobody, I won't tell nobody. Baby, we can keep it on the hush. He is just too close to me. This is not supposed to be, but I can't keep you away from me. Keep it on the hush. Hey, hey. Ooh, 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 yeah.
Did that first song didn't get you in the mood for something? I don't know what will stir those pots up. That was definitely a freaky song, as I would say. Very detailed, oriented, gave you a good visual, as some
Both
songs would do. Those songs, that first song would definitely get you in the mood. That's your freak song if you are trying to get someone in the mood. Oh, play that song. What'd you think, Dre? The first song was very, very sexually motivated.
Are we talking about the song or the artist? Because, I mean, I love Trick Daddy.
Song.
Trick Daddy is
the song itself.
Trick known for freaky shit.
And
so.
Jaheim, he always told stories in his songs. So
Indeed. Yeah, that would get somebody in the mood if you're in the right spot at the right time.
Like I said, those songs would definitely it will cause you to make a baby, as they say. Mm-hmm. That's one baby making songs. The second song was very different. It was about that he has a best friend and he is sexually involved with his girlfriend. And there is a bruh code, I guess, amongst men that, what's the saying? They say bros before hoes, as they say.
Indeed.
So I'm not a man, so I don't have this experience. But Dre, have you ever been in a situation where or known of a situation where this happened, where you knew some friends that they were the same woman they didn't know, or maybe you yourself had a situation? How would that be handled?
Good question. Let's see. Best way to handle it. I mean, it depends on first of all, the code. You're supposed to stick to the code. Stick to the G code.
Because apparently he got drunk one night and got with his best friend's girl.
True.
And he can't let her go.
Well, you know what though, them are movie type scenarios, because that stuff happens in movies.
But does it happen in real life ever?
In reality, I think it does happen in real life. Has it happened in my realm? I've seen guys that dated females after me that I dated, but other than that, I mean,
how does that work out?
I don't know. I mean, after me, I don't really care. Because,
okay, so y'all can share the same girl, not be an issue.
No, it's not about the sharing the same girls because you got to depend on who the person is. I mean, if it's just somebody that I randomly know. Was it right
after you dated the girl? Years after that, the time period plays a part.
Time period plays a big part in it too. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I think like with me, if it's past me, it's past tense. So I mean.
But when you feel slighted if your best friend after you work with your girl or divorced whatever your wives and then your best friend slide in there, wouldn't you question that just a little bit? Like
you're supposed to question. Well, it depends
would that
on
not
the scenario.
Be like an issue? Depends
on the scenario. The reason why I say that is because if it was me personally. And I was in that situation where I had to look at that situation, then I would look at it for what it is worth. If I didn't really. Like I said, if it's past me, it's past me. If it's my homeboy wanted to date one of my old exes, which I mean that has happened, and who's to say when it wasn't? But I mean, I can't be mad at that fact. I mean, all I can do is listen.
But would you question like why you were dating this girl? Maybe
he was dating her too.
No, I'm not saying that, but
trying to get with her.
Well, you would think, okay, did y'all ever look at googly eyes? What made y'all connect? Now, if it's like college sweetheart and y'all 40s, that's different.
You know what it is, right? It might be the same scenario that the women use. Hey, man, you sitting with your homegirls and you talking about this guy that you with or whatever, and then be like, oh yeah, he this and he that and he this and he that. You know the girl want to find out.
Well, you know
what I'm saying?
That could be it. But I'm saying, let's say you dated. I mean, it was a true. You love the person, y'all had a bad, one of them type situations, and your friend just all of a sudden she dating your friend. That means if y'all best friends, you got to be around them. Would that not feel awkward to you?
Oh yeah.
That'd be awkward for me for sure. But then again, it depends on how the situation was, I guess.
It's got to be.
But Jaheim is a true artist. I just now got hip on some of his songs because I was not really a Jaheim listener. Until I heard when it songs on the radio. I don't listen to the radio often in my car. I listen to CDs from old school. But nevertheless, I was like, he has something to say. So, hope you guys like the choices. And any input, please give us an email.
Indeed.
And we're going to continue on with the show. Dre is sipping on some apple juice. I might convince him to put a splash of Crown in there. I do not know.
It depends on how you feel tonight.
The show is getting deeper, guys. I kept it light in the beginning, but we're about to go deep. All right?
Indeed.
So let's go deep with us. So the next couple of songs are going to be based on Anthony Hamilton. Is that correct?
That is correct.
He is a true artist. So let's listen up. What you sipping on?
Messing up, staying up late and getting drunk. I let you down 1,000 times, broken promises. It's like I ran away from you. My career was my excuse. Until I saw you about to drown in your own tears. And as you cried in my arms, you woke up my heart. And I saw again what I found in you. 'Cause her heart won't let me lose. welcome me home. I was convicted 'cause your love never wavered. I know you love me more than me, and you vowed to love through anything. I never had the kind of love that was forever. And as you cried in my arms, you woke up my heart, and I saw again what I found in you. 'Cause her love won't let me lose her. Say goodbye and lose her. 'Cause her heart won't let me lose her. Said her heart won't let me lose. No matter how hard I try. No matter. I just can't say goodbye. Can't say goodbye. No matter how hard I try, I just can't say goodbye and lose her. No matter how I try, I just can't say goodbye and lose her. I'm so tired of all the love wounds that you left, girl, when you went away. Sitting there fighting a battle that was over when I had to relocate. You see, I ain't much for letting go. No, baby, I gotta hold on. 'Cause trials, tribulations, and relationships have all made me strong. Oh, girl, I cry. These tears that I shed on the trail to bring you home. Oh, girl, I cry. Mama told me that a man's own tears can make him strong. Oh, girl, I cry. I'll sit around here and wait for you to come home. I'll cry for you. I'll cry. I'll cry. Away from you with a baby, girl, it's too much for me. I miss choir practice on Saturday, trying to catch the last midnight movie. See, I just buried my mother, and I'd be damned if I lose you. Until time brings you home again, this is what I do. Oh, girl, I cry. These tears that I shed on the trail to bring you home. Oh, girl, I cry. Mama always told me that a man's tears can make him strong. I'll sit around here and wait for you to come home. I'll cry. I'll cry. These tears that I shed off the trail to bring you home. make him strong. Said I'll sit around here and wait for you to come home, girl. I'll cry. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. These tears that I shed are the trail to bring you home, girl. Mama told me that a man's own tears can make him strong. Said I'll sit around here and wait on you to come home, girl. I'll cry, I'll cry. Oh, sometimes, sometimes I sit around the house, yeah. I sit around the house complaining to myself. Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's deep. Anthony Hamilton, he always brings it home. It's deep. His lyrics are on point. Man, his first song was deep. He has very deep songs. The first song was, Her Heart, where, I guess you can, both people could, man and female can both relate to the song, where I think it's more, like I said, a man song.
Did you relate to it though?
I think the second song I could relate more than the first one, but the first one pretty much, he's deep. He pretty much, he doesn't mind putting his feelings out there in his music. A man that cries. Come on.
True that.
Lord
True
Jesus.
that,
Yes. That is so important, that he put that out there. And I'm so appreciative of his art. And he's an artist. And he keeps it real. The second song was, men cry. It is what it is. And the fact that he can put it out there like that and people respect that, what can you say? He is deep. It's deep. But it's going to get deeper, y'all. It's going to get deeper. So be prepared. But how do you feel about these songs, Dre? What are you thinking?
First of all, two things I want to say. Award-winning Dre's Radio Cafe consists of Crown Royal Conversation. She helped me get this award. Second of all, XO Crown Royal is no joke. My throat is on
I put a splash
fire.
of Crown XO in his juice. His apple juice. So
Anthony Hamilton, I've always liked Anthony Hamilton music, everything that he does. Her Heart is basically him talking about how he has used and abused it, and he's working his way back to it, and I think he's more appreciative of it. I Cry is basically like man song. It's a man song. It's one of them situations. He's admitting that he cries. The storylines behind, I think a lot of what Anthony Hamilton does is storylines. He does storytelling of music in his own way, and I think that's good because a lot of artists don't do that. You've got a lot of people in the music industry that does tell stories with their life, and that's a good thing. And some just go with the flow. But I think Anthony Hamilton hits it on the head. He nails that, and I appreciate what he does for brothers like myself, because a lot of his music, is turned toward and influencing us in that way. And I can't say that. Sure. I can't say that too much about a lot of people, but this one does.
He definitely showed a vulnerable part of a man. That and men get lonely too, and he cry. That's powerful for a woman to hear a song like that and to know that men have feelings, they have emotions, that they also have feelings, and that they cry too. So it's like I said, that's a powerful songs that he does portray in all of his music. He's one of my favorite artists, I would say. Like I said, these songs you play when you during breakups, these are those songs you play when you're feeling some kind of way. These really evoke you to either stay in your pit of misery, and depression, Are you trying? It really does. And so when you're going through stuff, you choose songs that could either inspire you or say, "Oh man, I'm gonna play this song right here because I know he can relate based on the music." Or you can just play the song that keep you in that point of that you need to cry and just, just put it all out there, So
now it can be a gift and your curse too, because you never know. Now you can be in one of your moods and listen to a song that'll be like,
make you make some decisions too.
Make decisions.
Music is powerful, guys. Music is powerful. It evokes emotions. So you have to make sure when you're going through these times that you surround yourself with sometimes positivity. But when you're having a bad moment in life or a bad moment in relationships, you tend to play these songs. It kind of, and it's not a bad thing. But, this Anthony Hamilton's always been one of my fan favorites, I would say. He's my favorite artist. So, because he's so real with his music, he's so vulnerable with his music, he doesn't mind, putting his story out there. So, very much appreciated, for sure.
Okay.
So, we're going to taking deep dives. I think our next song is India.Arie. Now, she is... Man, she also has a very powerful music, powerful lyrics. So these next two songs, I hope you guys enjoy them. She's a very positive artist as well, very inspiring to me, for sure. So we're gonna continue on. What you sipping on?
Told him my biggest secret, and he told me 4. He smiled at me and said, that makes me love you more. And then he made me laugh, and I knew it was a sign that he was a man that I wanted in my life. And with every passing day, I feel more and more that way. He heals me, he knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me. He heals me, he knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me. He heals me. I can play him songs all through the night, and he will listen to every line. And even when I'm wrong, he is still kind. He chooses his words wisely when he tells me I'm not right. And yes, he's a beautiful man, but he's also a beautiful friend. He heals me, he knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me. No, he heals me, he knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me. He heals me. He heals me. The moment that we met He made me smile. He has so much compassion in his eyes. I have no idea how long he'll be here. A season or a lifetime, forever or a year. But for the first time in my life, I'm not worried about the future, 'cause we have such a wonderful time when we're together. However things turn out, it's alright, 'cause he's already changed my life. He heals me. He knows the real me. He always accepts me. He accepts me. He never hurts me, no. Oh, he knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me. Yeah. Oh, me. Let me tell you why I love him. 'Cause he is the truth. Said he is so real. And I love the way that he makes me feel. And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly. Because his light, it shines so bright, I wouldn't lie. I remember the very first day that I saw him. I found myself immediately intrigued by him. It's almost like I knew this man from another life. Like back then maybe I was his husband, maybe he was my wife. And here the things I don't like about him are fine with me. 'Cause it's not hard for me to understand him, 'cause he's so much like me. And it's truly my pleasure to share his company. And I know that it's God's gift to breathe the air he breathes. Oh, he is the truth. Said he is so real. And I love the way that he makes me feel. And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly. Because his light, it shines so bright, I wouldn't lie. How can the same man that makes me so mad,
Do you know what he did?
turn right around and kiss me so soft?
Girl, do you know what he did?
If he ever left me, I wouldn't even be sad, no. 'Cause there's a blessing in every lesson, and I'm glad that I know him at all. 'Cause he is the truth. Said he is so real. And I love the way that he makes me feel. And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly. Because his light, it shines so bright, no. I love the way he speaks. I love the way he thinks. I love the way that he treats his mama. I love that gap in between his teeth. I love him in every way that a woman can love a man. From personal to universal. But most of all, it's unconditional. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way I feel.
And I always will.
There ain't no substitute for the truth. Either it is or it isn't. You see the truth, it needs no proof. Either it is or it isn't. And you know the truth by the way it feels. And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly. Because he is, yes he is. I wonder, does he know? Does he know?
Well, Inyari, boy, she is a artist. I mean, she's very positive art. I mean, her songs are positive. This is specifically geared to love and, oh, I can break it down. This could be a long show. But
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, before she gets to talking, I'm gonna tell y'all this girl was really vibing on this. Love my girl to death, man. She was really vibing. She was in some other lane a minute ago. I looked over, she was just there.
these are the songs you play when, you first meet that man and you fall in love, and these songs could be like, "Woo, yes, I feel it." And these are songs you should play when you're not feeling it too, because it'll put you in that mode of what you were in the beginning. The first song was about, he can heal. Love is healing, and that's really what I took from that. Where, that's awesome in a sense to say that that's what love should do. It should heal you. And it should be accepting of you. And that's what kind of love is, And the second song, it's just like your reflection of him. That's right there. It's like you can talk all day on just that. These are two songs that are very positive songs about love and about her respect for her man. That's kind of, what I take from that. But, there's very deep songs. If you really think about what she's saying, she's always been a positive person, but these songs are just like, these are my jams. These are my jams right here, put that way. Because, when you love someone and you experience love, it is a healing process. And when you find that person and that can accept you and love you, it can be overwhelming in a sense. You're right, Dre. It can be very overwhelming. It can be very like you're a reflection of who he is. God, Lord Jesus.
It's the same way too. You got a strong woman behind you. You're gonna be a strong man one way or another. You're not gonna be weak about that because you want to outshine. Guys have a thing of wanting to outshine who they are influenced by, and a lot of times, you can be influenced by a lot of things. I think I am God-fearing, but I think when I find somebody that's equally yoked with me or makes me have to strive more, it makes me want to do more. I watched my sidekick do some things. Well, not my sidekick, my primary better half of me do some things that makes me want to do some things to be better than what I am, and I think a lot of it is because of who she is. So, just state that out there.
Oh, sweet.
State that out there, So,
but the first song is those songs that the first song I think was more meaningful to me because, it's one of those songs that you're like, yeah, that's it. That's exactly how love should be, how a relationship should be, between a man and a woman, and how love can be very healing. And we can break down the lyric, what she said line by line. It would take us that's one show right there, just that one song.
True.
Because that's very powerful words, and that is pretty much how I feel love should be in a sense. Okay. The second song was very positive as well. Just that one verse I keep saying over and over again, that I'm a reflection of him. And that's like huge in itself. And how she seems to be proud of her man. That's a very positive female promoting her man. Like, hey, this man is the it in a sense. And that's what we need to get back to as couples, husband and wife, or relationships, is that's the goal. These are the goals. So if I were to look to a song to say, how should my relationship be? These are the two songs that stand out to me, per se, that say, man, this is it right here. So I'm so appreciative of Anna Reed. She has a very great lyric. She's a very deep artist, and I'm glad that she is on the scene. I think that she doesn't get as much props as she should get.
She gets a lot of props from me, but
she gets, like I said, that this is one of those ones that I'm like, whoop whoop. I'm so glad that she, as an African American female artist, we can look at her and talk about our black men and how we need to see them.
I'm glad you said that, because honestly, I had this in my notes. My note was simple. NDRE, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu are three of the people that influences their black men a lot in music, and I appreciate that. And I think that a lot of the times it's kind of put under the radar because a lot of male men write songs about women, but you'll never see too many women write songs about strong black men. And they are examples of that. Right
yes, there. Yes, and that's and like what we need. We need more of that because, you know, as African American females, African American men do go on target. But I'm so glad, you know, Dre put it out there that this is definitely a positive relationship song that we don't often hear. And I mean, like I said, she gets 4 stars from me for sure. Five stars for sure.
Loving it.
What's next? I kind of lost
Jasmine
track.
Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan, and I think we're also doing a
I'm trying to think.
Sam Smith song.
No.
No.
Nah, it ain't.
Etta James. So we're gonna do. Is it Etta James?
Nope.
No.
Not Etta James either. Exactly. I'm gonna tell you exactly who it is. It is Jasmine Sullivan, and I'll tell you exactly. Hold on, because I got it right here. Come on.
It should be either Etta James or Sam Smith.
No, it's not James. It's not Etta James. Chrisette Michelle.
That's
what it was.
These are some good ones coming up, y'all.
Chrisette Michelle.
Yes.
Jasmine Sullivan. Ooh. My opinion on these women right here is different than what I think of NDRE.
These two songs coming up are definitely gonna be a conversation. So be ready.
Okay.
What's sipping on?
If I could forget him, I would. Please believe me. And I know that I should throw the towel in, but baby, it's not that easy. Hey, you treat me so much better than him, and if I was sane, there'd be no competition. But I'm in love with someone else, and I'm so sorry. Hey, I'm in love with another man, and I know it ain't right. Hey, you should go and find someone else who can treat you right, give you the world, someone who understands the man you are. 'Cause baby, you shine so bright, and I would just dim your star. A girl who treats you like you treat them. Boy, I know there's plenty women who would love to have a man like you, but I'm in love with someone else. I'm so sorry, baby. I know I ain't right. No, but what I did to you, baby. Why it's him and not you? But at the end of the day, baby, I just don't want to. 'Cause she ain't no doctor, nah, and we always seem to fight. He got the perfect body, and sometimes he don't even treat me right. Oh, but when I'm with him, sorry, baby, that I had to do this to you.
I'm in love with another man, and I'm so sorry. Hey, but I love someone else. Sometimes you can work it out, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're forced to watch everything fall apart inside of your hands. Sometimes leaving is easy, sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it hurts to know the love in your head is slowly fading away. You can say whatever you like, as long as we just say goodbye. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, cheater, say anything that you want, as long as it's all. I ain't a quitter, I just ain't the type. I tried to see it through, I tried to make it to the finishing line. Who you thought it was meant to be, I admit so did I. Every once in a while you think you figured it out, sometimes you're not right. You can say whatever you like, as long as we just say goodbye. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, cheater, say anything that you want, as long as it's over. Yes, I love you, but I really gotta lose you. Freedom's where I wanna be. Yes, I'll probably always love you, but I'm moving. I gotta do this for me. Say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, a cheater, say anything that you want. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. Don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, a cheater, say anything that you want, as long as it's over.
Woo, Lord Jesus. Those are very opposite.
No, these are different breeds right
They
here.
different. Woo, Lord.
Yeah,
These songs will have you in the room crying.
These are
Lord,
different breeds.
you be in the room crying in the dark.
Listen.
Mind you, the mood of the studio has changed, but different light.
Listen, I done had this XO. I'm gonna tell you the truth about these two right here. If y'all don't know who these two are, their most popular. But these songs, I love these songs, but their more popular songs is totally opposite of what these songs are. Because Jasmine Sullivan, her song was "Bust the Windows Out Your Car." That was what she was talking about in that one. And this one right here, she talking about, what was it? In love with another man.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's the same scenario.
What would happen? But the songs were very honest. Very real. This is real life stuff. This is why people are drawn to these songs, because they can relate to them. It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm loving somebody else, but it is what it is. And then, oh Lord, yes, Christian Michelle was coming with that, blame it on me. Like, she don't just blame it on me.
You know the other famous song?
Over with.
Her other good song was
she's a great artist.
A Couple of Forevers, which was the opposite. So she's
right,
happy in one song, she's blaming it on her other song.
It's just the music in itself of these songs will have you crying, like literally.
Oh, these two
feeling
songs
some
will have
kind
you
of
upset.
Way.
These two songs will have you, brother, in his mood.
Just crying about, like, because sometimes, like, for instance, the Chrisette Michelle was like, sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes it just does not work out, Lord Jesus. Mm-hmm. And it happens. And then for Jasmine Sullivan, who's a great artist, once again, these are, to me, are people that need to be propped up so much 100 times more than they already are. Was, she loved another man. And a lot of women don't admit that. Because men are looked at to be the ones that have the side chick, whatever. But this point of view was, she has a side man and she loves this other man. And it is nothing that the other guy could have done differently. It's just sometimes when it happens, it just happens. It's a very honest song. And a lot of women can relate to it. They don't want to say they can because maybe they're ashamed of saying so. But it happens to women as well as to men. Most men are viewed as the cheaters or the ones that fall on somebody else. But women are just, it happens to us too. It happens to women too. So a lot of women can relate to these songs. And I think that the first song for Jasmine Sullivan was very respectful. And what her lines was, I'm not going to repeat it verbatim, but pretty much saying, like, there's no competition there. It is what it is. So, how do you feel about these songs? From this female perspective, if someone came to you and was like, I'm just in love with somebody else, what would you do? How would you respond?
It would hurt. I would have to go to some kind of song that would make me go out of my way to figure out how to. I don't know, to be honest with you. All I know is, listening to this right here, and you saying that you're in love with somebody else will have to put me into a position to think of a way back in. Some songs you just can't, get a rebound off of. You can't get a rebound off this song right here. You can't get a rebound off this.
But the song, as far as the content of the song and what it is, the meaning behind the song is pretty much she's in love with somebody else. And the way she approached the person based on the song lyrics was very respectful, I thought. She didn't come in to throw something in his face, but it's like women.
She tried to put him down easy. She tried to put him down easy.
Exactly.
Is what it was.
Exactly. And it's just like for me, listen to these songs. I know it's not a male song as like the Jamie Foxx song, but these songs have meaning to it. And then Jasmine Sullivan come across, Chrisette Michelle, blame it on me. It's like, sometimes you get in a point of a relationship where you just don't care. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault. Like, whatever you gotta do, I want to be out. That's just like, how real is that? How often does that happen? That's real. And, man, it's amazing how they can actually put a song to that to say, you know what, other people have to be dealing with the same situation, because if that's the case, we wouldn't have these kind of songs. But for her to say, you know what, I don't care, say I'm a liar, say I cheated, it don't matter, as long as it's over. Lord, what?
Jaheim said what was Jaheim's song? Baby, I Deserve. I mean, it's no different.
It's just, whoo. These songs can definitely, these are songs that, you know, you can listen to when you're going through a hard time, you just want to cry about things. But it's truth. And that's the powerful thing.
Some of them can be uplifting too. I mean,
yeah, like NRE, we just said, you know, those songs are
even these two
very
songs,
uplifting.
you know what I'm saying?
But these songs are stating reality that sometimes things just don't work out.
True, that's why I said some of these can be uplifting too, because
Lord.
The reality behind it is if she says blame it on me, and a guy's really listening to this enough, I mean, he will understand at some point or another. You know what I mean? I don't think at any given point in time that blaming it on yourself, I mean, at least it lets a guy have a closure, some kind of closure to it, and compared to not having a closure to it. The Jasmine Sullivan song, "In Love with Another Man." I mean, it's really you don't really have a rebound for that. You don't have a rebound for that song. You cannot have a rebound for that song. I'm in love with another man. You can't have a rebound for that. I mean,
that's. Ooh.
I mean, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be different. It ain't no different than what you getting ready to play.
So what's up next?
Leave Your Lover.
So the next songs are Sam Smith and Etta James. Very different artists. I put it to it's like different artists, but like I said, we getting deep. But I mean, the last song he played, boy, they can cry. You can start. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I mean, it's real. It's real, and that's why it's so poignant. People are drawn to these songs because it's people's reality. And then people relate to these. Music can really change,
influence your life.
It's creative. It does a lot, but you know, we all have these moments in our lives, and we can be vulnerable and we can admit that these things happen. And I think the song that influenced me the most was, I guess, the Chrisette Michele song, where it's like, you know, some relationships, it's just like this. I want to be out, so I don't care what people think about me. Just say it's my fault. Say I lied. Say I cheated. I don't care. I mean, that right there is like huge in a sense. So I mean, props to her for, you know, putting that out there, because people actually do feel this way, and sometimes things just don't work out. I mean, it just what it is, and we hate that, and it is hurtful, but you know, it is what it is. So what you sipping on? We're going to go to the next two songs, and we come back with the discussion of the round table, me and Dre.
Indeed.
I don't have much to give, but I don't care for gold. What use is money when you need someone to hold? Don't have direction, I'm just rolling down this road, waiting for you to bring me in from out the cold. You'll never know the endless nights, the rhyming of the rain, or how it feels to fall behind and what you call his name. They could believe everything. Don't you see what I can bring? Can keep this beating heart at bay. Set my midnights are free. I will give you all of me. Just leave your lover, leave him for me. Leave your lover, leave him for me. We sit in bars and raise our drinks to growing old. Oh, I'm in love with you, and you will never know. But if I can't have you, I'll walk this life alone. Spur you the rising storm and let the rivers flow. You'll never know the endless night, the rhyming of the rain, or how it feels to fall behind and what you call his name. Pack up and leave everything. Don't you see what I can bring? Can keep this beating heart at bay. Set my midnight sorrow free. I will give you all of me. Just leave your lover. Leave him for me. Leave your lover. Leave him for me. Leave your lover. Leave him for me.
Something told me it was over. Yeah. When I saw you and her talking, something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl walking now, ooh, I would rather go blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, child. Ooh. So you see, I love you so much that I don't want to watch you leave me, babe. Most of all, I just don't wanna be free, no. Ooh, ooh. I was just sitting there thinking of your kiss and your warm embrace, yeah. When the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips now, babe, revealed the tears that was on my face, yeah. Ooh, and baby, I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, yeah.
I'm telling you, this music has me feeling some kind of way.
I don't know what kind of way that is,
Just
though.
saying.
Trying to figure out what kind of way that is, though.
Just saying. I mean, Sam Smith is pretty much, leave your lover for me. I mean, it's just, what do you say? And then Etta James, old school. Etta James is old school. That she rather be blind than see that nonsense. Yes. Woo. These two artists are very different, from different generations. I mean, with Sam Smith's song, is pretty much, he wanted her to choose. I mean, choose me. And you have Etta James. I don't want to. The fact of
she would rather go blind than to see her man
blind.
go walk off with another
God
woman.
damn. I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's like, these are true emotions. These are true feelings where you would rather go blind than to see that happen. I mean, who can't relate to this at some point in a relationship or in their life to say that you know, with Sam Smith saying, you know, choose me. You know what I'm saying? Even though he knows she is with somebody, that's not even the factor. Like, he don't even care about that. Just choose me. I know you got a lover, and we know what lovers do. We've had those shows, right?
True.
It don't matter to him. He's like, I don't care. Just choose me. I mean, choose me. Etta James, like, I'd rather go blind than see you with somebody else. I mean, it's just like, what? How many times have you felt this way during our life, where love is such a strong feeling?
They say love is blind, but apparently she'd rather be blind.
It's powerful, where you don't want to even see the hurt. Like, you rather go blind than see.
You ever been
the
there?
love of your life with somebody. Yes, I would not. Lord Jesus.
You been there before?
Now, I have never been to a point where I say choose me, because I feel that I can't. To me, with Sam Smith, I got it, where he's saying, hey, I know you with somebody in a sense, but choose me because I can do whatever. I haven't had. I don't feel like I don't want to be the chosen. I want to be the first choice. Put it that way. But with Etta James, it's like, when you love someone, you don't want to see them with someone else. That you would rather go physically blind and see the man that you love with somebody else. And she knew, based on song, like, I knew something I knew when I saw you with her, I knew this ain't gonna be. It's gonna be over. I mean, and I would rather go blind than to see the hurt. That's some pain, y'all. I mean, back in them songs back in the day. I mean, that's truth. That you would rather go blind than to see the hurt, to see someone that you love with somebody else. I mean, this is one of them those songs where you break up and you play it and you cry and you get angry, you get mad. But in a sense, is how real is that? Sometimes you're at a point where, you know what, I don't care what you're doing with somebody else. I don't care what you're doing. Choose me. And then it's what I don't want to see you with somebody else. I would rather go blind. I mean, we can all relate to this, I think. What you thinking, Dre?
Oh yeah, I can relate to it. I'd rather go blind than to see my somebody I love go off with somebody else.
Whew, Lord Jesus.
Indeed.
This stuff is deep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all, it's deep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We thought we didn't go. You thought we couldn't go deeper.
Yep.
Lord Jesus. I have to bring the Lord into this. I'm sorry, but pain, the hurt. We've all experienced it. We've all have experienced it. And we all have evolved from it or whatever, but we all have been to a point where we don't care what you're doing, just choose me. Mm-hmm. We rather go blind than for me to see you with somebody else. I mean, who hasn't experienced? If you haven't, great. But sip it on.
True.
Mm-hmm. This next artist, let me tell you something. If I'm not mistaken, the next artist coming up is I can't pronounce the name, honestly.
I can't either. I'm trying to see that.
I say for the towards the end, because this one right here, boy. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else to say. She has something in her lyrics, and it could be just pretty much basic lyrics, but just she needs to be propped up 100% more than what she is. I mean, she's an artist, she's a songwriter, she knows the deal. Mm-hmm. And I know her first name is it Michelle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's Michelle. And the last name is I can't pronounce it.
Njayo.
But these songs, this is where you definitely want to get your Kleenexes out for sure. Lord.
Yeah, this is a little bit deep.
Woo! I'm telling you, we been go
different breed,
deep, water deep. I mean, it's just like these are songs where you just want to cry and you're going through something with your man or your woman or whatever it may be. This is those songs where you just play when you just want through all the time. And it's not really uplifting. I don't know. We'll see what y'all think. But it just makes you feel like someone knows your pain and someone knows what you're going through. And, and you just know that she feels you because she's a wonderful songwriter, wonderful artist, beautiful voice. So let's go ahead and play these two, and I'll come back with you with some more talk.
All right.
What you sipping on?
Indeed.
You push me away bitterly. My apologies fall on your deaf ears. You curse my name bitterly. And now your eyes, they look at me bitterly. I stand ashamed amidst my foolish pride. Cause for us there'll be no more. For us there'll be no more. And now my eyes, they look at you bitterly. Bitterly. I believe my lies are truth. Why won't you eat what you're fed? 'Cause when I touch myself, I think of only you. And when I touch someone else, no one is faithful. I am weak, I'll go straight. Forgive me for my way. No one is faithful. No one is faithful. I am weak. I hear voices and I can't stand to be alone. 'Cause emptiness is all I've ever known. So by my lust I feel no shame. No longer forsaken when they call my name. Beautiful angels come to my bed. I'm satisfied on the flesh I fed. No one is faithful. I am weak, I'll go astray. Forgive me for my way. No one is faithful. No one is faithful. I am weak. Forgive me for my way. No one's faithful. No one's faithful.
All right, I said we taking a deep dive, y'all. Ooh, these songs right here. Where's the tissue? The tissue at? 'Cause you know, the first song was, even though it had very little words, it was so meaningful. The second song just came up. I mean, just one after the other. I just can't. I'm in the emotional tornado here, but whew, Lord. I mean, this artist is unknown. I think that
She ain't unknown.
well, she's not had her due, But we're not gonna focus on the artist. We're gonna focus on these two songs. Where I mean, these are more, I guess, women-oriented songs. Where I mean, bitterness. I mean,
Bitter. Just like the song say, bitter.
Bitter.
And the other one is the other one was what?
unfaithful or something
Unfaithful.
about faithful.
Yes, unfaithful.
I tell you, give me the Kleenex now. When you in that right mood and you play these songs, you will be balling. I guarantee that. Whew. What do you think, Andre? How are you deciphering this?
These two songs here, don't get me wrong, I love her as an artist. She had a lot of good music. I think this is that she speaks for the highly upset, angry black women about little things, about certain things. Because if you haven't, I can relate to some of it, but I don't think it was made for men to have to relate to. I think it was made
this
for women
is
to relate
definitely a
to.
woman's
This is
song.
women, these are women's songs.
These are
So
definitely
not,
women's songs.
These are not like your normal average songs, because these are more geared toward, angry women. Or
I don't know, it'd be angry.
Cash bit, more bitter, like the song say. One is
don't-
bitter, and one is talking about.
But the unfaithful song, the last song that we just heard,
I think they were more.
I think it is a female song. It is more female oriented, of course, because she's a female artist. But they deep. I mean, they're very deep songs. I mean, it's just like they're very beautiful songs too.
Don't get me wrong, I like the songs. I mean, they
For
weren't
sure.
geared towards men at all.
No,
Neither one of them
no.
was geared towards men.
Man, I mean, the bitter song that is transitional. It's not about male or female on the bitter song. The one that's talking about bitter, that's not I think a female song, but I think that the last one is definitely more female oriented in a sense that talk about being unfaithful. I mean, it's pretty much what it talks about in a female perspective. But it's the way that the song is, the melody of the song, it's deep. I mean, the words of the song is deep, and it's not even a lot of words in the song. That's the thing about it. It's not a lot of words in the song, but it's a simple song. Oh, hold on one second. My phone is doing something silly.
I thought it was me over here.
No. The song is very simple. But the bitter song, it just like, it hits home. It's like, that's the kind of song when you have a fair relationship and you play that song and the melody just have you just be in there just crying in the bathtub with your wine. And I mean, that's one of those songs where you sometimes, even in the midst of your sorrow, you need a song to cry all that out. And that's that first song to me.
Indeed, it works for some. It might work for women.
But
I don't think
it's a beautiful song. It's a sad song. The first one's a very sad song. But it's a pain of loving somebody. I mean, that's the thing about it. It comes back to love. That love is a powerful thing, and that when you are hurt, it man, you hurt, and you get bitter. And even though the song had very minimal words, but it didn't matter because the words that was said was just enough. But love, like I said, love is powerful. I mean, it just is. And when you're hurting and you're in a bad breakup or whatever you want to call it, this song will put you in just the mood of healing. To me, it's my opinion. it's kind of a painful song to me. I mean, it's not like a bad song, but it's like where you can feel the pain and you can cry in the musical part, the instrumental part of the song is very very impactful in itself. So, I mean, these are songs that will help you go through something if you use it in that way. Or these songs can help you stay in your state of mind.
Okay.
For sure. But she is a beautiful artist. Her songs are, you can relate to them as a female. I mean, because I'm not sure. I mean, her most of her songs are female driven, but oh Lord, these are just beautiful songs for sure. And she's one of my favorites. That's why I have her music on the show. But y'all need to tell me what you think about these songs. I mean, tell me what your perspective is for sure, because I mean, Faithful. I mean that's the title of the song itself has a lot there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What do you thinking? How you feeling about these songs, Dre?
I already told you. Bitter was like, I think these songs were made for women. They weren't made for men. Meaning behind them is deep. If you look at it from a woman's perspective, even if you want a man to understand what a woman is like or what he's going through, these are perfect songs for that. Just to show hurt or show, deeper feelings. More of what is not as actual the depth of the two songs altogether. I think listening to them brings out a different scenario if you let a man listen to it compared to what a woman will listen to. And like I said, fellas, help me sing it out. If this song is, if you feel the way I feel about these songs or you have a different perspective of it, feel free to let us know. I mean, I personally would say, go to the website, www.dresradiocafe.com, and go under Crown Roll Conversations. There you'll see a little spot underneath her photo that says Conversate with Anime, and there you can put in your name and your questions or whatever it is, and she will get them directly to her email. So you're welcome to send her emails and stuff about that. I think personally, like I said before, they're not geared toward, her music is not really geared towards men. It's geared more towards the women. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is, some songs, the choice selection that she picked today was more geared towards the highly, upset black woman. I'm not saying black woman.
I didn't
not
have
black woman.
No,
not
man.
Black woman.
No, sir.
No, not technically black woman, but more or less focused on the.
Okay, so you're saying that the Jamie Foxx sex song was geared to
No.
women.
No. I'm saying these two songs.
I don't think it's angry.
These two songs.
See, that's the thing. I think
her music is
no. It's not angry. One is just, it's truth. If a bitterness of a family relationship is bitter, you look at me with these eyes of bitterness. Ooh, yes. And Faithful was, yes, if you can, I know break
Faithful
it down,
saying everybody's not faithful.
I don't think it's the angry black woman. I don't think I played all those songs, but these are very soulful songs. It's just, I'm not going to sit here and say the angry black woman, because that's not what I'm trying to.
Let me refrain from saying the angry black woman thing. It's more of the.
Because all these songs is not. India.Arie was very positive.
India.Arie, no, I didn't say all the selections you picked tonight. I'm saying these two selections, these two songs here are more.
But they're not angry. It's kind of like.
They're not. They're geared towards.
You are in a breakup, you get bitter.
You get bitter, yeah.
You get
true.
bitter.
And
in both ways.
And unfaithful is saying that ain't nobody faithful.
Ain't nobody faithful.
And I understand it.
It's from a few. It's from our. It's not even saying it's males are not faithful. It's women are not faithful. I mean, it can go both ways.
Both ways. I understand that.
And
I think it's. But
ooh, Lord, yes,
if you listen to
deep salt, deep.
Brothers, help your boy out.
Deep.
If you listen to the words in the song, which I mean is very, very deep. A lot of it, like I said, is not. You cannot put this on a man and say this is a man's song, because a man will listen to it and be like, yeah, this is a good song. But it's not really geared towards the idea of the male perspective. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, wise selections, I mean, they really are good. I haven't said anything in any form or fashion that would say otherwise. I know, like, to me, when I hear this, like you said, it can change your perspective of how you see things. And this is one of those songs that are really, like, broaden your mind, broaden your spectrum, make you think differently at how certain situations.
See, the thing about this song, the faithful song, is saying that she's not faithful. She's weak. She went astray. Okay, it's saying no one is faithful, that she went astray. She is weak. And that's, I think that's a powerful thing, because a lot of women, I think men think women don't think that men do. A lot of men think that women do go astray. But this song specifically is about a woman
going astray.
True. And it says, I'm weak. I mean, woo! I mean, what? It's deep. Lord Jesus. And also is how she can't be alone. Like, she doesn't want to feel alone. And sometimes people do go outside there. And the lyric was soiled by lust. Like, lust is a big thing of unfaithfulness. I mean, it's like each lyric, you can sit here and dissect each of the lyrics of each song I played today. But, she just... her lyrics are just so profound. I am weak, and that's just a lot of people. I go astray. I mean, I keep saying that because that's often the reality. And then she says, "Forgive me for my ways." I mean, come on. I mean, how deep can you go? Of forgive me for my ways. So, what does that mean? What is it? So when she says no one is faithful, in her perspective, she said no one is faithful.
Listen.
We all weak. We all can fall short. I mean, we can. This is the deepest song I think.
No, not really.
It is deep.
The bitter. Listen,
talking about the faithful song.
Okay.
The bitter song is true enough that you can So when you're gonna break up, you get bitter.
No,
you get bitter.
The lyrics.
No matter what you say.
The lyrics.
But the first song is all about bitter.
Okay.
I see you.
You push me away bitterly.
Bitterly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My apologies fall on your deaf ears. Meaning she tries to apologize. I mean, I understand that.
But when you go to break up, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you break up with me, for God says, I don't want to be with you. It's deaf ears. It's how true is that apology comes on deaf ears. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. I'm so sorry. I don't see you with you. That's deaf ears. And you look at them. Do you not look at that person bitterly?
I mean,
listen, yes.
This song is literally this.
The bitter song is
bitter
so
is more of a woman
true.
apologizing to a man, which I mean, I respect that.
But even as a male perspective, okay, when there's a break, if it's a mutual break, it doesn't matter how the breakup is. It's say mutual, whatever. It doesn't matter because you can sit here and say, "I'm sorry that I just don't think it's gonna work out with you," but it's bitter. They still look at you with those bitter eyes because they don't want to be in a relationship. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So it's not really a gender thing. It's just a reality of, because she said the first verse was, the male, like it applied to both male and female. I think the bitter song, because.
But this is a woman apologizing to a man. This is what a woman would say to a
bitterly.
man.
I mean, it's just still the fact of it can go both ways.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It can go both ways. That the song addressed both male and female. Okay. That then he looked at her through bitter eyes. He's bitter. You know what I'm saying? Because you are bitter when you get a breakup, a relationship. Bitterness happens, right?
True.
you know. And then the next song of "Just Being Faithful" of I mean, oh Lord, deep songs, deep songs.
One
I
of her
mean,
verses say, I hear voices and I can't stand to be alone.
I mean, but see, that's the point that people will stay in relationships because they feel, uh, people stay in relationships because of fearing of being by themselves, right?
Does the song Faithful, does it express her cheating and being
I think
astray? Or
she's
does
a person that she went astray, that she as a female went astray, and I'm trying to pull up the
So
lyrics
a lot of
now.
her music is
Well,
more.
We're talking about these particular songs.
I know these two. I'm just saying, but these two songs particularly veered towards the idea of apologizing.
Well, I don't know about
From
the
her
bitter.
perspective?
I don't think the bitter song is apology. It's just a truth of you look at things through bitter eyes. Like you get bitter when you break up. It is a sense of bitterness. And one thing is on the faithful song, I believe my lies were truth. I mean, you believe your lies. You believe the lies that you tell.
She says,
It's about faith. The second song.
my apologies fall on your
When
deaf
I
ears.
touch
is
someone
she
else, I mean-
apologizing for doing something?
Well, I think it's saying that first bitter song is saying that you can buy when you going through a breakup and say I'm sorry. That's ain't nobody trying to hear that.
He says, I stand ashamed amongst my foolish pride. So is that a way of breaking up?
You want? Excuse me, I had sipping some Crown XL.
Yeah, that'll burn your throat.
But it is pride. I mean, when you are sitting here breaking up somebody, okay. So if someone ever came to you and say, Jay, I don't agree with you anymore. You ain't hearing that shit. That's called deaf
Nope.
ears. Deaf ears. You look at them. You looking at them bitterly.
Give them that Scooby
That's
look.
just the truth.
I mean, it's true.
And then her faithful song, "Soiled by Lust, I Feel No Shame." I mean, she pretty much saying that, yeah, I'm cheating. I don't feel no shame. I mean, damn. I mean, what?
I mean,
That's. I'm satisfied on the flesh I fed. I mean, no one is faithful. I mean, it's just like these songs that she's singing is, I am weak. I go astray.
she says that. No.
This is a female talking. And forgive me for my ways. I mean, I'm going to keep trying to pull the lyrics up. Forgive me of my ways. No one is faithful. I mean, the lyrics itself on the faithful song is so poignant. Because it's how she's feeling, like no one is faithful. But we know that there are faithful people out there for sure. But we're talking about this particular song. And that she's saying how she's weak. And that she goes astray. Some women men need to realize that women do go astray. And they're just like men do. You know what I'm saying? And this is her perspective. And sometimes people feel that no one is faithful. These are people that people feel this way.
When she says, I believe my lies are truth.
Right. I mean that's deep. Oh, how deep can you get?
That's, I don't know, man. I just look at it like,
you believe that your lies are truth. You believe the lies.
yeah,
You know what I'm
that's-
saying?
it's deep. I mean, it's a lot deeper than
It's
it is.
deep.
But the reality behind it is that she, like she said, faithful is, and ain't nobody really faithful. I mean, in some sense or another. I mean, the lyrics is what they are. No longer forsaken for when you call my name. I mean, it's just forgive me for my ways. I mean, it's just one of them situations where she's just trying to. I think she is there, but she's not. She knows she's wrong. I mean,
Right.
admitting is the first step, but I think like between the two songs, she's at an apologetic state. I think. I mean, I don't know
the
if she's
first
trying
song
to.
is definitely apologetic as far as like when you go through a breakup, you do feel bitter. I mean, the bitter eyes. you know, it doesn't matter if it's mutual or not mutual. It's still bitterness there.
Well,
You know, and that's real. I mean, that's real.
ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how to get in touch with it. Just go to www.dre'sradiocafe.com and go to Crown Royal Conversations. And on that page, you can get in touch with Miss Addie Mae herself. Ask her questions, tell her, give her ideas about show ideas, anything like that. I'm sorry, I was just trying to let them know that. But, you know, you still got 2 more songs, and we are almost at that spot. We made this happen. Well, you made this happen.
So the next song is the Donna Hathaway song. Donna Hathaway?
Yep, sure is.
Okay, so the next song is a Donna Hathaway song.
And the last song?
Is, well, we're going to talk after, we're going to have a brief talk time after Donnie Hathaway song.
Okay.
And then we ended out with the Lauryn Hill song, but I'll introduce that, you know, in time. But hope you guys are enjoying the show. I am back. Anime is back.
Yes, indeed. Award-winning anime.
Well,
Yes,
okay.
award-winning anime.
I'm still on this faithful lyrics right here because the emptiness, ooh, lust. I feel no shame.
You can make that a show if you like.
Ooh, Lord, I'm still on this faithful song by Michelle. But let's continue on. We'll be playing a song by Donna Hathaway. What you sipping on?
I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs. I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Baby, can't you see through me? 'Cause we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. You taught me precious secrets of a true love, holding nothing. You came out in front when I was hiding. Now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I was singing this song to you. We were alone and I was singing this song to you. We were alone and I was singing this song. Singing this song to you.
All right, this is a stable song. Donny Hathaway's been around a very long time. This song is one of those songs that are iconic. It is, I mean, it's even though it was back in the day.
This is how I feel about you.
Stay. Okay. It's gonna stay around for a very long time. This song needs to be constantly played. This is a very great love song. I think I would want to call it that. It's very emotional. It's considered a love song, I believe, is what from what my research gathered. It's considered a very a love song. Man, I mean, this is one of those songs. This is a man song. It's a man song.
Sheesh.
It's one of those songs that can make you cry.
It didn't make me cry.
It can be one of them crying songs.
It can make me cry.
You know. It
I
can
thought
be
about
one
singing
of
this
them.
song to you, you know, me and you one-on-one.
This speaks to the heart. And he has a wonderful voice, of course. But this is a love song. I believe it's considered a love song. Man, I mean, this is a deep song, but it's a man song for sure. It's very inspired. It's very inspiring. It's a very beautiful song, and that's why I liked it, because it's a very beautiful song. It's music. I mean, Donny Hathaway is old school, and this is one of those songs that will stay, hopefully, in the rotation throughout the years to come. You know, the lyrics are deep. I mean, if you want to look at the lyrics, you can see the lyrics, and if you Google the lyrics of the song, they're very deep lyrics. But definitely, I think this is more of a man song. So, Drake, what are you thinking when you hear? This is music. This is what this is the music that I think that this generation misses, honestly. But that's a separate segue. But Drake, when you hear this song, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of which song it was we heard earlier.
The Donny Hathaway song. We
No,
talking about the Donny Hathaway song.
I know that. But it was a song earlier. The Truth by NDRE. They have a similarity in them, and I think it is. I think one of the verses, if I'm not mistaken, one of the verses talk about he his words was, "I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly." I know her song was her image of you or something that makes her shine or something like that.
This is a very intimate song because
I know the intimate
it's
song, but I'm
intimate
saying
because it says so many times, "Me and you are alone,"
Yeah.
meaning like there's no one else here. Like
Yeah.
this is a very intimate song.
Yeah.
It says, "I know your image is of me is what I hope to be."
Exactly, and then
I've treated you unkindly. So this is not one of those like, oh, this is a real song.
Mm-hmm.
There is no one more important to me, babe. To me, please see through me, because we're alone now. So see who I am, because it's no one else here. We're alone. We alone. You know what I'm saying? That I'm showing you the real me. You taught me precious secrets of true love, withholding nothing, intimacy. Lord Jesus, yes. You came out in front, and I was hiding. Now I'm so much better. And if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in their hiding. So I mean that we can just stop it right there. Lord, yes. This is a song about intimacy. And that's what I think we're so need to focus on for those that are married or in a, good committed relationship. But this is that song that says, it's just me and you, babe. It's just me and you. No one else is here. We don't need to, it's just me and you, bare bones. I mean, it's I can't even put into words, It says, I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for in my life, you are a friend of mine. So there's a friendship in there. And when my life is over, remember when we were together, we were alone, and I was singing the song for you. I mean, Lord Jesus, get the Kleenex. Give me some Kleenex right now. I mean, if that don't cause you to put a tear in your eye, what's going to cause you? I mean, the music is powerful.
Amen.
And this song, I so much glad I played it because it is a male perspective of, like, what I got stuck on was when it's just me and you here. No one else is here. So it's no games, no pretension, no I love you in a place where there's no space or time. You know what I'm saying? I love you for in my life you are a friend. So friendship, I mean, it's like this is marriage. I mean, when my life is over, just remember I mean, it's like this is so deep. I mean, it's so deep. And this is a man's song. For sure. Because it was written by a male.
Amen.
And I'm so appreciative of Donny Hathaway. And the fact that he could put it out there in the air, this type of song. For women to see that men can be vulnerable. I mean, and it says, we were alone and I was singing. I mean, what? What? I mean, that says a lot of, it's just me and you. Just me and you. We don't have the mamas, cousins, the aunties, the sisters, the brothers. It is me and you. And I'm singing the song just to you. I mean, that says a lot in itself that Donna Hathaway had the notion to even put out a song like this. But it's a very intimate song, I think. This is my perspective of the situation. It's a very intimate song. And it's a love song in a sense to me. But since it's a man's song, let's get a man's perspective.
I gave you my perspective. I know. I mean, it's reality. I mean, this is exactly how I feel about you. So I mean, and other than the one little section, the treated you unkind part, I may have. And if I treat you unkind,
let's not leave things out of the song.
I'm just saying, if I treat you unkind, then. But I'm just saying, the whole song is about how I feel about you.
But it's a very intimate song.
Very.
Whew, deep, y'all. We went deep. You wanted deep. We went there.
Next week we're gonna go even deeper.
We went there. Once again, this is Anime's Crown Royal Conversations. I know I've been out of the loop for a while.
MIA.
So tell all your loyal listeners, Anime is back.
Indeed.
There's the topic that we're focused on is cheating. A very heavy topic. Very heavy. Very heavy. But I think that it needs to be addressed as in a broad spectrum. I wanted this show to be, more music because this is what it's about. Dre's show is about music and about the emotions that it evokes, the artist that puts music out there. He plays indie artist. That means new artist that's on the rising that hasn't been yet on the full mainstream, but we're promoting those artists. Mm-hmm. My next show will pick up on cheating I don't know. I think Dre, I think to keep it just, we were so intense with the cheating thing. Cheating is very intense for me.
Indeed.
So I want to do something different with this show as far as the music and what we really are about, and focusing on Dre's goals and what he's about is about music and what it creates and the environment it creates in. I would like to say that Dre, you should pick out some songs that you pick out and we can discuss them
next week.
The next show.
We'll do it. We'll do it next week.
And then we'll pick up the mantle of cheating again, and we'll talk about the reasons why we cheat. If male, female. So, I mean, that's a heavy topic that I think I need to take a break from. And we took a very long break from that. And I am back. So, loyal listeners, I'm back. Eddie Mae is back.
Indeed. Glad to have you back.
Was missing for a while. My apologies on that. But, it happens. Life happens, and keeping it real, we have marriage, kids, family, home, careers. These things happen. Amen. But, in spite of all these things, we want to keep it real with my loyal listeners and just, be hoping that next show will be, Dre's music and what songs influence him and how it's important to him. But all these songs and artists are those I hold dearly to my heart. Meaning that when I'm going through those tough times, whether it's through relationships or through life, I play these songs to either sometimes you don't want to be uplifted. And it's okay. You want to be in that mode of, I want to cry it out. And that's okay. Because who's to say anything different? I mean, honestly, you feel how you feel. So I'm hoping that this music that I'm playing today will inspire someone or not inspire someone. Like, oh wow, that's an artist I never knew about. You can research the artist Michelle. I can't pronounce her last name. Lord knows I wish I could, but she is a wonderful artist, and she has, music is so important. Music can make or break you, and I think that we downplay music and musicians in our lives because we don't really think that they're important. But when you go through that breakup or when you meet somebody, you throw on that show, that radio station, you like jamming to that music because you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling good about the relationship. Then when it doesn't go down right, you play those other songs, and it's okay. So I'm hoping that this show inspired those that are struggling in relationships, that you can say, you know what, let me put some music on to make myself feel better in the situation, because music is very positive. NRE is positive. I love NRE. She definitely motivates. When I'm feeling down and out when it comes to my relationship with my husband, I put her on. I'm like, yes, okay, I got it. Or sometimes it's those times where I put on Chrisette Michelle, like Michelle Chrisette, whatever her name is, that Lord knows. Well, I want to feel some kind of way. So music is so part of America, it's our society, and how we do our moods. But I hope this show definitely inspired you. Hopefully next show, Jay will have some of his picks that we can discuss. I can't wait.
I will.
I'm hoping that I just gave him my playlist before the show, so I'm gonna hopefully see what his playlist is. I think that the beginning of the show was very lighthearted. Jane Fox sex. Jaheim. Jaheim is, man. I didn't know I never really got into him, honestly. But once I heard that song about I don't know the name of the song is, but it was very explicit. I was like, but damn, Jaheim's on point about this. What's his first song was talking about, Jaheim? Tonight. Woo! If you don't,
Trina.
If you hear that song and you don't feel nothing, then you got a problem. I'm just saying. So I know I started you guys out with something that was very sensual, but I was like, Jaheim is, I'm just gotten hip on Jaheim, honestly. So his music definitely inspired me. So I'm going to definitely turn my tunes to Jaheim to see what else he has up his sleeve that I've missed. But music is so much evolving. It's so much helpful in my life. And we don't give enough credit. So I'm appreciative that Dre has a radio show that definitely puts music on a platform that it should be on. So next week we'll be hoping to hear from Dre's picks. Okay.
You shall.
And then after that we'll start picking up on the cheating thing again. Some of my faithful fans have texted me and said, what's going on in the cheating series? We're going to pick up on the reasons. I think the next show, besides Dre's top picks of music, we're going to discuss that. It's going to be why we cheat, which is going to be a bumpy ride. But you know what? I'm very honest and open. I think that is something that will help you guys out. Hopefully, those are loyal listeners. We'll find if it helps one person out, that's fine with me. It doesn't matter. But I know it makes me feel better if my story is told or however it would be portrayed. But definitely next show, it's going to be about Dre's picks. Right? So,
yes, indeed.
And I won't know until the show airs what he chooses song-wise.
Oh, we're going to get deep. And
we'll see how deep he gets. But this show was definitely needed, I think. So tell everybody that anime is back and in full force.
Indeed, indeed.
And then Dre will tell you how to. Now, there's one more song that has not been played, and that song is by Lauryn Hill. She's one of my fan favorites. She's often, she's very popular back in the day, but she still should be a fan favorite. There's a song that needs no explanation. I mean, I won't leave you off with that song. That song is very powerful, very meaningful to me personally, but it's a great song in itself, and there's no need for explanation or talk time, but Dre will let you know how to contact the radio show if you want to leave an email or call in or whatever it may be. She will tell you about that, and then we'll leave you off with the final song by Lauryn Hill, and it's Tell Him. And you can perceive it. To me, the song is about spirituality, but you can take it however you want to. It's one of those songs that could be in the open where you're talking about relationships or God or however you want to portray it. But it's one of my favorite songs. Once again, I was sipping on Crown XO. Straight up on the rocks. I put a splash of Crown XO in Dre's apple juice. He's not a drinker, but that's okay.
I'm not a heavy. I'm not deep in it.
Okay.
Listen, real quick, Anime's Crown Roll Conversation with Anime, www.dresradiocafe.com. Click on the link, Crown Roll Conversations. There you'll see her link. You can contact her personally, or you can go to the front page and do contact. You can contact us. Any ideas, questions, anything of that nature. Next week will be my list. I will also get in touch with Anime and see what she thinks of my list when we do it next week. Let's see, what else? Oh, snaps. I mean, this is really her show. I mean, I'm just, trying to do my thing in here. Once again,
been MIA for sure.
XO with a little bit of apple juice to burn your throat. So, and I'm glad to have her back. Glad she's doing things. Glad she's out here conversating. And it's a wonderful feeling, I think a world of her. I know she does a lot of good things. I know she's inspirational. She's a rock, man. She's good. She's good for it.
Thank you.
She's good for it. So I'm going to turn it back over to her because this is her show.
Well, could you please tell them how to contact me? With email?
Yes. Her email is www.dresradiocafe.com.
Okay, sorry.
Go to Crown Roll Conversations. Look up Anime. There you'll see her. You can actually send her an email, and it'll go straight to her. So there you go.
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoy the last selection of the song. It is by Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is she is a fan favorite of mine. And I think this is, once you listen to the song, there's no questions. There should be no questions asked. You take it however you want to take it. But she's one of my favorite female vocalists. So, what you sipping on?
Tell 'em, oh, it's like, sweet, sweet. Tell him, let me be patient. Let me be kind, make me unselfish without being blind. Though I may suffer, I'll envy at night and endure what comes, 'cause he's all that I gotta tell him. Tell him I need him, tell him I love him, and it'll be alright. Tell him I need him. never be jealous.